What's up, everybody? Sofasquirtles here, another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle for you. So anyway, this is against Rogue93 off of the GameFreak boards. I requested a battle. He came, and then we went mano y mano, 6 versus 6 Smogon OU standard tier. And looking at his team, the only major threat I was worried about was his Charizard, because I knew that once I realized that if he had a Y, he could decimate my entire team if I wasn't careful. I was pretty scared, and it was probably a good idea that he led off with it. So anyway, let's dive into this battle. Here we go. Kill your family. Kill your family. So anyway, there he is. He issues the challenge. I lead with, so build me up, Buttercup, and then he goes to his Charizard, his shiny Charizard, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So he Mega Evolves on the first turn, and that was a really good idea for him to do, because he brings out the sun, and the sun hurts my eyes, and my eyes, I don't require prescription glasses. I'm going off tangent here. Anyway, I go for the Dark Pulse, not sure if he would switch out or not. I was thinking he might go into Azumarill. So there he goes for the Dragon Pulse. Does not kill Buttercup, because my Buttercup is my sweetheart and she's the fucking shit and the bomb and she's my best bro, even though she's a girl. So I switched in my Ferrothorn, not wanting to let Hydreigon get KO'd, because I knew that my Hydreigon would be the clutch factor in this battle. So I just switch in Ferrothorn because he's pretty much useless unless I have to counter his Azumarill, but I still had my Magnezone to deal with that shit. So I bring in, say my name, and then I tried threatening him to pretend I was Scarf. So he switches out, he goes into Trevenant, but then, you know, because say my name is such a surprise attacker, I have the Mega Evolution on my side. Look at that, it's beautiful. Twin Blades, Mega Garchomp. So anyway, I Mega Evolve. I went for the Stone Edge on his switch, thinking that he might switch into something. Azumarill specifically. So Trevenant takes that Stone Edge, 40% off. Go for the flame. This is the Fire Blast in the sun. It kills it, murders it, takes it to dinner, and then I don't know. Takes it to dinner. Oh my god, what am I saying? So anyway, I switch out of this Azumarill. I want to keep my Garchomp at full health, just so that I have something to switch into Charizard, like after I use something as Death Fodder. So here, he goes for the Play Rough. I know I'm definitely faster, so I go for the Volt Switch. I was kind of hoping this attack would not kill, because I really wanted to switch in Cloyster safely, but unfortunately, life sucks, and I murdered his Azumarill, and there's now a pile of rabbit guts. So he brings in Staraptor. I was kind of scared of a quick attack if it was Choice Banded, but I doubted it had it. So I straight up just go for the Draco Meteor. I know it's gonna one-hit KO because Staraptor has abysmal special defense, and it does. It murders it, turns into KFC. Next he switches in his Charizard. He switches it back in. It's still the threat to me. I don't want to deal with this. It's still hella scary. So here I switch out Buttercup because Buttercup needs to stay alive, and I cannot risk this thing staying alive. I switch in Goth Phase Emo Kid as my Death Fodder. When I looked at his team, all he had left were things that I couldn't really touch with, not exactly touch, but then that my Goth Phase didn't really need to be there, or something. How do I say this? Well, whatever, I just let it die. Yeah, because he has nothing that threatens me that I need Goth Phase for. So I switch back in Hydreigon, threatening to go for the Draco Meteor. Switch in his Goodra, his last line of defense, his special wall. Most likely had the Assault Vest, because that's the popular thing to do right now. It misses on the switch. I don't know. I think it would have done a good 40%, but it doesn't really matter anyway, because here he goes for the Ice Beam. I was expecting a Dragon Pulse actually, but it doesn't do much. Goes for the then he goes for the Dragon Pulse. I guess he was expecting my Garchomp to switch in for some reason. I do not know. I go for the Thunderbolt using Magnezone as my next Death Fodder, because I have to sacrifice this thing in order to safely switch in something else. I know that if he switches in his Charizard or his Espeon will probably die to a Stab Thunderbolt from Magnezone, but I personally think he should have used that as death fodder in order to safely switch in his Charizard, who would have really fucked me up so bad. So yeah, my Magnezone faints, but that's okay. Shiny Magnezone putting in the work. Next I switch in pew 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 my Cloyster, and if he switched in his Charizard into my Cloyster, he would have risked the Rock Blast, Rock Blast. But he also would have been 2-hit KO'd because that thing is like at about half health already anyway. So I murdered his Goodra by stabbing it with Icicle Spears. Next he brings in his Espeon. I don't think this one had any attacking moves on it, but during the battle I was scared of a stab Psychic from that thing. But I was pretty sure I could survive one stab Psychic from that thing. Because that most likely has no special attack investment whatsoever. It's probably invested full HP in order to ensure that the screens go up. But you'll see the screens that he puts up are pretty useless. Once again, Cloyster goes up to it, shanks it with 5 Icicle Spears into the face. But somehow Espeon still survives. That's crazy. Well, I guess the Reflect nerfed it. But anyway, he goes for the Light Screen. It's a really stupid move in my opinion. The only thing he'd have to use that for was my Hydreigon, who is not going to be appearing anymore because I already have the Shell Smash up. I don't need to switch into any other Pokemon until this thing dies, which it will not because it outspeeds everything on the field already. So he brings in his Charizard Y again, and I'm just thinking, boy, you dead. So my Cloyster throws a rock at him, throws 2 rocks, and that Mega Charizard Y dies, and it falls, and its wings are broken, and there's Charizard guts everywhere. And that's the battle. So, good game, Rogue93. That was really fun. He had me really scared at the beginning once you Mega Evolved. But, you know, I'm glad I was able to turn the table around. I was able to go Gyakuten Saiban on you. But anyway, yeah, that was a really good game. Hope you could battle again sometime. If any of you want to hit me up about battles or whatever, just follow me on Twitter and then send me a message and be like, hey, sofasquirtles, that's a battle. Or if you need me to clone something, because I have like a bunch of leftovers actually from cloning. I'm using my nephew's 3DS. But anyway, sofasquirtles out. Peace, dog.